Hey, hey, hey! What's happening? What's happening? Got JVM with good evening, sir. I'd like to charter a flight. Where you wanting to go? Let me know. Man, oh man. There was so much stuff to get the flight simulator to work today. I mean, it was working fine. And I was flying around, and then I started goofing around with settings. And when I was goofing around with settings, I hit the perfect combination of shut it down. Oh, God. It took me like 35 minutes to get the game to work again. Oh, man. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I got it. I got it figured out. All right. Let me pull up the old YouTube feed before we get started here. And also, the whole the Streamlabs, it updated and I had to redo everything. Streamlabs. Mic check 127. And I had to redo oh, yeah, that's working. Everything. Yeah, there we go. God, it was fun. But that's what I like about doing this simulation of where we're going to be here for like a year, kind of hanging out, checking it out, because you never know. And earlier it was crazy raining out here. We have live weather on and live players, so you're welcome to come fly with us. Just keep it on the realistic if you are watching. But man, look at this A2A plane. Shout out to A2A Simulations for sending this over to me in my first official sponsored flight in America. No, what? That's American Truck Simulator. Whoa, hold on. Well, Microsoft Flight Simulator. What's going on? Now, why would I mention American Truck Simulator? I don't know, because there's some cool stuff happening with that too. Anyway, I can't really say a whole lot about that yet. That being said, I am going to get a drink of the old Diet Coke here before we get started. Today starts our first week as a scenic pilot from Monument Valley area here. It's going to be a fun year of learning this plane. From what I understand, this plane ages and kind of learns you and all these fun things. So it's going to be pretty neat. Let's see. I think first order of business is we need to go ahead. I guess let's get it unhooked and let's turn it around. What do you mean turn it around? Yeah, we can tow this plane. We're going to show you that here. So let me get back to first person view. Man, it is beautiful out here. It is cold. I think it's about 39 degrees. So it is definitely going to be cold. Listen to this sound right here. Check this out. Whoop. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get the pedal heat cover off. Let's see. Kind of check. We'll eyeball the wing stuff while we're here. Thing looks good there. Get those over. I love how that sounds. Check it out. And then it's so awesome. Oh, look at that car. Okay, so back this way. Keep turning, keep turning. And let's go back here. The old AZ602. Looking good. Everything looks good here. Let me go ahead and duck down. Javian says, sorry, I was making coffee. At least your flight sim works. Huh, man, ain't that the thing? Dude, I got on here, and it's my own fault. Look how good this robe looks. God, I keep staring at it while we're eyeballing this rope. I was looking up your issue too, JBM, and what was some of the things that it said to make sure to verify all the files and all that fun stuff. And then it says even if you have it on Steam, you have to have an Xbox account in order to play the simulator. So I don't remember if you said you had an Xbox account, but I guess you have to have an Xbox account in order to play it or something. I hope the wind doesn't pick up too crazy out here. Check out this edge of this flap here. Hear that sound? I love that. It's so good. Move those guys over. Get back up. Now let's see what we got here. JBM says, I postponed my stream to watch you. It's asking for an Xbox sign-in, but it's not letting me type anything. Plus, it worked before without issue. Yeah, so I might have to think about that some more. It seems like there's some sort of... Oh, have you restarted your PC by chance? Because I know you said you leave yours on quite a bit. So the other thing that just came to my mind while we're getting the plane ready here. Let me pull up this guy here. So we're going to go to, I think this is how I do it, tow. Does that get me set up? Okay, I gotta, I think take the parking brakes off and then tow. Yeah, so that's, make sure you have your parking brake off before the tow will work. Once the tow is there, you'll see this hook. Okay. Let me zoom in. You guys see it right there, right? Okay, cool. Now, what we can do is, let me pull up, let me get you guys this here. Grab our joystick, push forward, and look, and turn. We can turn the plane. Is that just not the coolest? I could just like turn the plane and push it. Jamin says, I'm not the only one having this issue. There's others on stream having the same problem as me. I've been shutting down before bed. Okay. Yeah, I was reading on there. It seems like there's a pretty long list of people having the issue. I wonder if a guy, nah. I was like, I wonder if a guy could have like start a new Steam profile or something, and then sort of like, I don't know, maybe, but then you'd have to buy the game again, though, right? If you had a new Steam profile. Look how we're just turning this sucker around. Now, I believe, now A2A can answer this better than me, but I believe since we're kind of pushing a little bit uphill, it's a little harder to push, if that makes sense. Oh, give it another push, keep pushing. Because I want to say I was kind of pushing it downhill the other day and it almost got away from me. But we're just going to take it real nice and easy, just turn it around. I just want to show you this. This is a pretty cool feature. All right, go straight back. That'll make it easier to push. Straight back, straight back, straight back. Listen to those sounds. All right, good there. Perfect. Parking brake back on. Tow hook removed. That puts us back in here. Perfect. Go back to, not to that outside. Wrong outside. This outside. So many outsides. Perfect. The beautiful wifey says, woof woof. Man, I hate that you're having that trouble too, because I know I was suffering earlier with this issue, which was sort of my own fault because I was goofing with settings. but I got it luckily working. All right, so we've got that set there. Parking brake set. Wind's not too bad. Actually, let's check the weather. And we can do that right here on this as well. You go back to flight info. You can see it is currently 40 degrees right now outside. So I think since it's 40 degrees, let's go over to, let's put on the engine heater. All right, so engine heater's on. Check this out. It is currently 3:05. We don't have our first people coming to about 3:30 here for our first flight out. We only got about 1 or 2 scenic flights out today just because of weather and trouble getting things started. Helen says, Sim, today I'm dogged out with Penguin and the dog outfit. That's right, you are looking super cute today. Let me go ahead and get this camera back off while we're looking around at everything. Boom. JBM says $125 for a sim that's basically useless right now. I'm kind of disgusted with it. I can totally understand the frustration with that, my dude. Totally. Look at this block heater is going up here. That's pretty cool. So that plugs into there, goes up there. Let's check our oil while we're right here. If I'm looking there, it shows we're just below 9 quarts at the moment. So we're still okay. JBM says the Stranger Things missions are awesome. I've been seeing a lot of people checking those out. Oh, and speaking of the missions, they're like some helicopter stuff, right? There's something bugged out in my simulator with the helicopters. When I go to get in them, they just turn off. And I don't know what's going on with them. I got to figure that issue out because now I want to fly helicopters and I can't. Okay, so we've got the oil checked. Oh, man. We're getting a little behind here. We got to get on it here. The boss is watching. When I say boss, you know, people over there that own that business on the hill there. You know, they own this area here, so I'm just working for them. It looks good, if not a whole lot. JBM says, is that Monument Valley? This is. We're going to be working in Monument Valley, and I have on the pins out here that sort of tell you the point of interest, the names, because I got to be studying those while I'm showing you guys around, because I'm not proficient in those yet. But we're going to be here for a whole year, so, man. Oh, wrong button again. Oh, immersion killer. Unsubscribing. Unsubscribing. Alright, let's walk back over here. Pretend I didn't press those buttons. You know what I like about this plane? Is there's so much to do before you just get off the ground. You know what I mean? Alright, let's check this guy here. See if there's any water. Looks clear there. Okay. Okay. Go a little bit closer there. Perfect. Check it again. Everything looks good. All right. Let's go over to the other side. Looks pretty good. What is the button for flashlight? Anybody remember what the flashlight button is? I think if I had the flashlight on, I could see down in there just a little bit better. I need to remember that. But while we're here, let's go ahead and grab this guy. Double check it. Looks good. Sort of clear. Could see the rope through it there. I'm happy with it. Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll go forward. Go ahead and put that guy in. All right, go over here. Jump up here. Come on, walk, my dude, walk. Come on, you can do it. Oh, let's do it right here. I guess it should be on the other side. Would have worked too. There we go. Crouch down. Oh, yeah, I can see it right there. It's kind of a light blue color, purplish. Man, I like these shoes. JBM says I key, L key, or Alt L. Alt. Let's try. Let's try Alt L. See what happens. That makes me turn. That's pretty. Oh, the L makes me do that. So L does that. I does that. What is this? What is? Oh, that's what K does. Huh. What does H do? Okay. Oh, learning new buttons. Fabulous. Grab this guy. James says Alt and L at the same time, which I probably can't tell because it's daylight out. And I might, I could have, maybe I did change that. I could have possibly changed that in the settings. Close that back. Get up off of here. Looks good. We got one more over here on the other side. Is it on? It's over on the other side. Ooh. Man, I can't wait to get up in the air. Flying is fun, man. Flying is fun. But we got to do this stuff first. Got safety first. Okay. I can see a little bit shadow down in there. That's good. I assume that's working. I think that's good. Oh, something cool about this plane. When I was okay, so I took it for a flight earlier. Just kind of, warm up. I came back and I landed. I turned it off. I was setting in it. The windows started fogging up. Crazy. I mean, just craziness. That's checked. Oil's checked. Just check the luggage compartment. And it's nothing in there. All safe and good. Close that guy back. Let's pop over to the end. Oh, gotta unlock it up here. And let's go ahead and pop inside. Voicemail sent as you didn't reply. Oh, you sent a voicemail? Is that the one this morning about the sub thing? Or is that a new one you're talking about? Okay. Maybe I didn't see the reply. Oh, it's a new one? Okay. Engine heater's good. Nav instruments. All right, so we're ready to get ready to fire up now. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and move that guy out of the way. Let's take those out the way for a minute. We'll move these. Now, before we fire this engine, we have to shut the door. If we don't shut the door, it will blow it shut, unless you guys want to see that in action. I'll show it to you. JBM says, let's get this puppy in the air. Right? I know. I'm right there with you, man. This workload is a lot. Okay. Boom. All right. So master switch, rotating beacon. Get those on. We'll go ahead and have our block heater disconnected. Like that. Boom. Engine heat disconnected. Yeah, you just click on them like that to remove the yokes, so you can see these buttons down there. Strobe lights set. Mixture full. Control. Prop set. Let's prime it. Give it 3 primes, I believe. 3 feels good to me. Maybe 4. Lock it back in place. Looking good there. Parking brake is set, just double checking that. Turn landing gear to off. Fuel pumps, turn fuel on. Fuel is on. Looking good there. I think we're good there. Good there. Checking the fuses. All the fuses seem to be in. Crack the throttle a little bit. Clear prop. Fire in the hole. Haha, door blew shut. I told you. Look at it. Door's blowing shut. Alright, let's lock the door in. Oh. Unlock the door. Close the door. Lock the door. Hey, appreciate that. Check that out. Oh, we have playing cards that pop up now, by the way. Close that guy up. Okay, after start checklist. I didn't turn on the fuel pump. Ah, at least she fired though. She had enough juice left. It's gonna remember that. Let's get our avionics master on. We'll get this guy fired up. Look, our cylinder temp looking good. Let's run it up to 1,000 RPM. We'll go ahead and get our cameras on so we can see our controls here for you. There's 1,000 RPM. GPS selected. Let it find the location. Let's get... Oh, JBM comes in with the 10 gifted memberships. Man, thank you so much. If you happen to get a membership from JBM, make sure to go say thank you. And go over to his channel, check him out. And make sure to say thank you for the gift membership. And also, check out his recent subscribers. He's blowing up over there, better go say hi. Let's get our trim set to neutral. Let's see. I think that's about right. We go back just a skosh. Trim set to neutral. Okay, looking good. Everything's looking good there. Everything seems to be running right. Prop looks pretty good. Fuel pressure's looking good. Temps, oil temps coming up. Okay. Man, the weather's starting. The rain's starting to come in. It might get snow out here too, by the way. Flight control checked. Full up, full down. Good. Oh, and also check out the new alerts. Like I said, I got the card set up. Pretty cool. What'd you get? 5 of clubs? I should actually make. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's go about, yeah, right there. Once again, shout out to JBM for tossing out the 10 gifted memberships. That's super cool of you. Super, super cool. JBM says, I got you, bro. Hey, I appreciate that. All right. I think we are ready to take our first set of guests up for the scenic flight tour around Monument Valley. It's going to be a little bit cold, a little bit, ooh, you know, could we get some rain, could get some weather. Let's get some cabin heat on. It's going to be a little cool out here today. I think we are good. We got to go do a run up. Let's go ahead and we're going to pretend we got our 2 passengers picked up in the back. I'll brief them. Hey everybody, I'm Sim Famous. Thanks for flying Sim Famous Scenic Air Tours. Glad to have you on board with us. And going to take you around Monument Valley, show you the area. We appreciate you doing business with us, and hope you enjoy your time here and stay. We'll have you off the ground here shortly. And make sure don't touch anything that you shouldn't touch, because we don't want to have a bad crash, because any crash is bad. All right. Passenger briefing is set. Let's go do the run-up and let's get out of here. Brakes coming off. Looking good. All right, turn this way. I'll go over here and do our quick run up. Just to make sure she's running smooth. So this plane, I don't want to say it's alive, but it is something unique. It learns what I do, how I treat it, how I fly it, how I start it up, how I turn it off. It's gonna be pretty unique. JBM says I'm shotgun sim gonna go full screen. Nice. Boy, look at that weather. It's starting to move in on us. All right. Let's get brakes set. Watch everything here. All right, let's go up to about 2,000 RPM. Listen to that sound. Here comes 2,000 RPM. And pull the prop. Alright. 2 more times. One more time. I'll pull it down to 1,800. Stable. Pull it down, bring it down to 1,000. All right. Let's get our flaps set. Flaps set. Landing lights. Pitot heat. Fuel pump is on till we get in the air. Parking brake coming off. Let's go flying. All right. Unfortunate event, we have a engine failure after takeoff. We're going to try to go straight out. If we can't make it back, we'll try to land out in the open field out there if we can. All right, brakes set. Drink of the Diet Coke is mandatory. You guys grab your drinks. We're going to take off. We're going to get up to about 5,000 feet in altitude, get the plane settled, and then we're going to go check out the scenic sights here in Monument Valley. All right. Let's get ready to go, chat. Remember, we don't want to hurt the plane. Power up. Brakes released. .40 knots. Airspeed is alive. .70 knots. 80 knots. Rotate. Whoa, we're up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. The gear coming up. Flaps up. Now we're climbing. Bring the nose down. Pull our speed back. Helen says we are up and flying. Trim it out. There we go. Trim a little bit. Trim down. Looking good. Alright, let's bring up our EFB. You can set autopilot from here as well, which is pretty cool. Go to master. Just like that. Alt set. Go to mode. Heading. Let's put on our headphones. We got noise canceling headphones. Love it. So altitude. And ladies and gentlemen, we are flying. Welcome to Sim Famous Scenic Tours. Glad to have you on board. All right, let's get this heading set. Start pulling our speed back. Now it looks like we're going to be flying into some weather as we're trying to see the scenic sights. When we look ahead, we got Eagle Mesa coming up first. Let's get you over to co-pilot seat here. Appreciate you guys coming along. Enjoy the sights. Welcome to Sim Famous Scenic Tours. We work here 2 days a week, Tuesday and Thursday. So we got autopilot set. You do have to help it adjust the trim. So occasionally we'll be doing that. Looking good, everything's cruising. We'll go ahead and get the fuel pump off now. We'll get you up close and personal. That beeping he's hearing is we need to go down with the trim. It may be up, we can double check right here. Oh, it is. Let's see. It does want us to go up. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and take the autopilot off. So over to our right is going to be Eagle Mesa coming up. We'll fly around that. And we've got the markers on for you, so you guys will be able to read for yourself and see that. Got to watch the wind as we get close to these over here. Once again, welcome to Sim Famous Tours. Next up to your left is going to be the sitting hen. As you can tell, kind of looks like a hen sitting down there. We're going to take you right between these two areas here. Got to watch the wings, looking good. All right, check it out, the sitting hen. Up close and personal here at Monument Valley Tours. All right, up next we got Bringman's Tube. I think Tomb. That's how you say that? Or Bringham's? I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments. Go to the outside view for you here. Man, what an awesome simulator. We got the king on his throne tomb. Next up is Stagecoach. We'll take you out for a turn here so you can get a good view of these guys. Try to give you money's worth here at Sim Famous Tours. Man, this A2A Comanche, loving it. God, it sounds so good. David says, crazy to think it all was covered in water millions of years ago. Man, isn't that awesome? And you know what? Here's what I love about doing this role play thing. We're here looking at monuments that we could go visit in real life if we had the money and or ability. But this way, virtually, it's not the same, but it's pretty good. You know what I mean? And we get to fly the planes while we do it and learn about geography, some history, places where we live, learning more about where we're from. Totally love this series. Get you a nice view back over the top here. We're going to head over and check out the legendary Monument Valley. Now, if this looks familiar, you might be like, I've seen this before. It's on the intro screen of the game. So we got Monument Valley over here and Centennial Mesa to our left coming up. Well, look at that weather moving in front of us. That's rain and snow. It's snow. It is supposed to snow here today. That is awesome. Look at that. JBM says the screen I'm stuck on. Right? Isn't that life? Dude, this weather is amazing. All right, back to work here. Passing over Centennial Mesa. We're gonna fly right over the top of this guy. Get you up and close and personal. Now, the cool thing about doing this type of work is I'm basically doing RP that I'm taking tourists around, checking out Monument Valley, and we're going to land, and then we're going to take another set of tourists back up, which it may be these same two people. I'm not sure how it works with this particular plane. But we're going to pretend those two people are you guys. And we're going to do that just a couple times a day, today anyway, because of weather. But on a typical day, we can make as many as 10 trips. And that's like 5 hours. We're going to work this plane. All right, coming up to your right is East Minton Butte. You say Butte or Butte? Let us know. JBM says, check your fuel. We have got half a tank on each side. Still looking good. Once again, shout out to A2A Simulations for making this stream possible this year. I appreciate them very much. A2A sent me this plane and didn't say what I had to do or anything. They just said, hey, enjoy the flight. I thought that was super cool of them. All right, next up, we've got East Mitten Butte and Merrick Butte coming at you. Yeah, I reached out to them on their social media, and it was just super cool. I thought, they said, hey, get you an account. We got West Mitten Butte ahead of us here. Get you one more look at that. They said, get you an account. A couple days later, they filled it up with a couple planes. I've got another plane. It's going to be part of our Caribbean tours. All right, going to make a left here, turn back around. We'll show you something. If you look, I gotta reach over and cross hands here. Up there in the sky is a line. That's a plane. That's a plane going somewhere in real life that this simulator is simulating today. Because I have on the what is it called? The live aircraft. You know, it simulates real world air travel. As we make a return here, you got Mitchell Mesa out to your right. JBM says real-time radar. Yeah, that's what it's got going on. We're using the radar and live players, live. Everything is on. Is what we're getting at. All right, next up, Elephant Butte straight ahead. Once we fly over the Rain God Mesa, that is the last sightseeing that we see on this trip, and then we head back to the airport to pick up new people. All right, there's Elephant Butte to our right. And we got Clyde Butte right after that. And over here in front of us is Spearhead Mesa. I'm going to take you out here. Spin around and get a good look at this guy here. Off to our right hand side, Spearhead Mesa. Wow, what views. Love it. All right, let's make our turn. We're gonna climb up in altitude a little bit here. Man, look at this weather today. Absolutely beautiful. Tomorrow we'll be in ETS2 checking out a Volkswagen truck. Going to go for a drive around Italy, I think. Just nice cruising around Italy. JBM says, which one is hiding Airwolf? All right, let's make our turn. Go ahead and change this here. Perfect. Let's go ahead over Rain God Mesa. Looking good. Back to the inside. Jameis is rolling in the M-Rock tomorrow. Nice. What time's your live stream tomorrow? The beautiful wifey says, Sim, it stopped raining. Nice. The beautiful wifey says, sun is out, sort of. Nice. The beautiful wifey is feeling much better. She spent like 3 or 4 days in the hospital, but she's doing pretty good. Gonna go out tonight. Maybe go check out the buffet. We got just enough cash. We can go and get something to eat and have a nice little dinner together there. Christmas wasn't too exciting. Spend it in the old hospital. Man, look at these views, y'all. Once again, thanks for flying Sim Famous Scenic Tours. Looking good today. Over to our right is Rain God Mesa. Get you the window view there. Oh, I thought you were driving it too. My bad. I thought it meant like, I thought you were saying you were driving it tomorrow as well. My bad, JBM. What a view today. Alright, we're gonna fly over the resort on the way back to the airport. They hate it when we buzz the resort, but that's just what we do here. We're gonna go buzz the resort, and we're gonna get you back on the ground. Once again, we appreciate you flying Sim Famous Scenic Tours out of Monument Valley. We're gonna get these passengers on the ground, and we're gonna pick up another set and do the same thing, sort of similar again. Metro Master says, just beamed up. How's everybody today? Oh man, doing good. We just made our first tours here with the folks in the back. We're headed to buzz the resort down here, and then headed back to the airport to pick up a couple more folks, take them back out. You're just in time to pick up the next flight out. All right. Buzz the resort. Hi, hey, hey. They hate it when I do that here. All right, we're gonna head back to the airport. All right, fuel pump coming back on for landing. Still got landing lights on, still good. Airport is out there to our left. All right. Pull the power back. Let's get down in altitude so we can pull off some of this speed. We'll get the plane set up for landing. How's the weather looking at the airport over there? Looking pretty good. Take the long way in, pull our power back. good. Drop our landing gear. Looking good. Do a little flyby this way. Alright. Get lined up over here. Flaps 1 about to pop off. Flaps 1. Full flaps is set. Ready for landing. Let's see how the first landing of the day goes, chat. Oh, alright. Keep it together. Looking good. Power's good. Speed's looking good. Taking them in for an exciting landing here. Let's see if we can do it, chat. Runway is inside. Here we go. Float it on down. Easy, easy. Easy. There we go, there we go, there we go. Easy. Ha ha ha. We're down. Woo! Nice work. Let it roll on down. First flight done. This will be a pretty easy, pretty quick in and out. We'll just shut her down real quick. Just so the passengers can get out. Pretend a couple more get in. Fire it back up, and we're back up in the air for one more trip. We got another set of passengers ready to go. All right. That's good there. Brakes coming on. Say bye to these folks. Once again, thanks for flying Sim Famous Scenic Tours. Appreciate you spending your money with us today. We're going to get the engine off. Wait till you hear it shut down before you get out. We appreciate you flying with us again. All right. Go ahead and leave landing lights on. Fuel pump. Go ahead and pop that off. Pull the throttles back. All right. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Let them out. And we'll get the camera off. All right, appreciate you guys. Have a good one. And so what we're going to do here, go to fuel payload, and we're pretend that those people got out, right? Right? And it may fill back up with the same people, but that's not what the thing is. So they're gone. They're headed back into the shop over there. You know, saying their goodbyes. Oh, we had a fun time. Oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, the door is... if we start this engine and we... it'll blow the door shut. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. The new people that have been escorted, those people have been escorted in. New people out. Let's pretend they weigh different for whatever reason. All right, perfect. Let's see. Yep, same looking people. But anyway, we get the idea, right? Right. So that looks good there. Hey guys, thanks for flying Sim Famous Tours. I'm Sim, going to be pilot today. Glad to have you here at Monument Valley. Make sure to keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch anything you shouldn't. And the last passengers, they made it out just fine. And we believe you will too this time. All right. Let me go ahead and shut this door. Lock that sucker up. Get our fuel pump back on. Now we're going to take our headphones off, let you guys hear it fire back up. Get that open. Mixture full. Crack the throttle. I think she's ready to fire it back up. All right. She's running. She's a runner. She's a track star. All right. Close that guy. No fuel. Let's check our fuel. We should still be good. 15 gallons there. Yep, looking good. So that was a pretty quick, easy hot start getting back in for the next set of passengers. Metro Master says it even slams. Dude, this plane is awesome. I love it. The sun visor's down here. I believe we are good to go. Pitot heat should have been off. We'll turn that back on. Get those on for those guys that like to see that type of stuff. We're ready to bounce up out of here. All right. We'll get the camera on. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Looking good. Oh, and check this out. I have a tic-tac-toe game I can put up. You guys see that? While we're taking off, let me know if you can play that. I don't know how that works. I just got that set up, but don't know how it works though. The brakes coming off. JBM says yep. Tic-tac-toe game. Alright, we're going to pull over here and do one more run-up, just like we did before. That's basically going to be our operating ideals. Let me know if you guys like tic-tac-toe. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, so brakes is set. So go up to 2,000 RPM. I'll take up 2,000 RPM. Now, for some reason, She isn't wanting to run all the way up to 2,000 RPM, and that's different than before. And there's probably a reason for this, because this plane is alive, and I have to learn it. I don't know what it is. Something about shutting it off, restarting it, made something a little iffy. JBM says tic-tac-toe isn't working, sadly. Aw. Type in I game, or no, I'm sorry, exclamation game. Just try exclamation game and see if that does something. Exclamation point game. See if that does something real quick. Flap set to takeoff. Okay, I'll work on that and figure that one out. We'll go ahead and take it off for now. Boom. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for takeoff. A second trip as a scenic tour pilot. I love it. You might hear dogs starting to bark in a minute. It is their feeding time, so my son may feed them. We'll see. If not, I'll get to it after we get back from our first flight. It is starting to rain. Is it rain or snow? I can just see it on the window on this side. They're getting a little bit of precipitation. Alright, we better make sure we get plenty of heat going in here. We do have visible moisture. Alright, chat. Let's get up in the air. Man, I do like that rain on the windshield, or in the window. That's so cool. It's just little spots of rain. You guys see that? Let me get in a little closer for you. That's what I love about having live weather on. The storm's moving in. Alright, let's get these fine folks up in the air so they can see some of this beautiful Monument Valley before the storm gets in. Alright, brakes coming off. Let's roll. Wait a minute. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's not... Abort. Something's going on here, but... Why are we not... We got it. We had to shut it down here. Something's not right. What's... We're not getting full RPMs here. Maybe we don't need the fuel pump, huh? It's got to miss. Alright, okay. Let's... Alright, hang tight, let's pull over here. Sorry about that, folks. We're having an issue with the plane. We're going to pull over here and have maintenance take a look at it here real quick. I believe we got spark plugs fouled out on us, chat. Alright, brake set. Let's pull up maintenance here. Engine analyzer. Electrical systems. Engine inspect. Let's try clean spark plugs. Boy, I don't... What's going on with that? she's still missing. Let's pull this back up again. Let's take a look. Maybe our idle. Clean spark plugs, add some additive. Boy, she's running rough, isn't she? Metromatch says Sim Air Tours, runway 34. Wind 30 degrees at 10, clear for takeoff. We in maintenance right now. Pull my mixtures back. I don't think it's getting full throttle. Mixtures all. I mean, it's showing running full. All right, let's look at it again. Let's bring the idle down. Whoa. Killed it. All right, let's fire it back up. Boy, she is. Something is not happy. Back to maintenance. Pull them back to the. They're happy there. Electrical system is charging. Engine analyzer is so-so. Inspect. Man, it's showing good. Let's try overhauling the engine. Oh, God. There she is. Woo! Alright, we got it, folks. We got it. We just had to do a little quick overhaul on the engine. Yeah. Boy, I don't know what was wrong with this guy, but she was not happy. All right, let's pull it down to 1,000. I do think there might be a bug in the system. Look at the weather now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Rain is moving in. All right. Once again, sorry about that, folks. Looks like we're going to have some bad weather here. We're going to try to get you up in... if it's not too scenic, we'll get you a full refund. But we're going to take you up for the flight anyway. Appreciate you guys flying with us and being patient. Brakes coming off. Let's roll back. Flaps one set. So see, because I don't know how to fly the plane correctly yet, we've encountered a problem that was caused by the way that I flew the plane. Clear for takeoff, Helen says. Well, hopefully we don't have that same problem up in the air. All right. Let's go. Woo! I got the headphones off for this one. Up, we're up. Positive rate. Gear coming up, flaps up. Oh, yeah. Listen to that bird. Metro Master Sim Air Tours, contact departure now 124. Ha ha! He said contact. Alright, let's get our headphones on. Noise canceling. Boom, baby. Looking good there. Alright. Pull the throttles back. And there could be a bug in that system. JBM says that was a bumpy takeoff. It was. SimFamous contacted 124. We are up and headed out for the last flight tour of the day. So typically if I start flying and I'm doing this type of work, we'll do flights till almost dark. Once again, thank you for flying SimFamous Tours. We're up here. We're getting ready to take you past the East Mesa coming up straight ahead. Boy, that rain is really coming down. It's getting ready to swamp the airport over there. Man. So we did something, I think, to foul out those plugs or damage something. I'm not sure what it was, but it was enough to do something. JBM says, get it down to Columbia and back to Florida, right? We got some turnarounds like that coming too. Go ahead and click this off here. And see, the cool thing about doing these types of things for a year is by the time the end of the year is here, oh, I'm gonna have this SimFamous Tours mastered, man. All right, looks like we got the beautiful Eagle Mesa to our right. Metro Master says, what are the antenna things? These things out here are to show you guys the names of these things as well as me. Coming up to our right is the sitting hen. Look at that. Quack, quack. Hey, check it, check it, check it, check it. The sitting hen monument. Take you out this way. And then we're going to have the king on his throne tomb, along with Brinkman's tomb to our right. Helen says, Sim, talk about the new Korean Airlines. Oh yeah, since my beautiful wifey is Korean, she loves all things Korean. And she had noticed that Korean Airlines has a brand new livery out. And it's pretty dope. I dig it. We're going to be flying it at some point. Really looking forward to it. They have new interiors on their planes as well. We got the Bear and Rabbit Monument over here. Or Summit, I should say. We're going to take you out to the beautiful Monument Valley coming up to your left. Well, we got a lot of weather out in front of us. Over here to your left is Monument Valley. Look at that. Monument Valley and some tip tanks? Just don't get better than that. And you got the Centennial Mesa off to our right and our front that we're going to be flying right over here real quick. What a view. We've got the Merrick Butte to our right, West Mitten Butte, and also our East Mitten Butte. We're going to do a little circle around these guys here a little bit. Super excited. Once we get done with this, I get landed on the ground, we're going to head out to dinner. I haven't got to go nowhere with the beautiful wifey for a while. Poor thing's been sick and in the hospital right around Christmas. Man. All right, let's make our turn. Poor RPM manifolds back there a little bit, riding in the red. That's probably why I got to really study. Absolutely beautiful day. Got Mitchell Mesa out to our front, right there where that rain's coming in. Man, that sun is looking awesome. Beautiful Mitchell Mesa over there to your right. We got Elephant Butte over here to our left, and Clyde Butte. Do a little fly around those. Man. The way that sunset is hitting. Woo! Is this real life? We got Spearhead Mesa out here to our left. We're going to fly over this. And then we're going to head over Rain God Mesa, and then we're going to head back to UT-25 Monument Valley Airport and get you back on the ground. Wow, look at this. I love the scratches on this old windshield. What do you guys think a flight, like a personal tour like this would cost in real life? Let me know down there in the comments as you're watching this live and in the future. Alright, we'll continue making our circle. We're going to fly over the Rain God Mesa and head back. Man, look at this view. I thought we were going to get rained out of the flights today, but man, it turned out to be a pretty nice day for flying. Look how real that looks. This is just crazy. And this plane is pretty optimized. It seems to do good on frames too. I wonder if it's going to be raining at the airport, guys. I haven't landed this guy in the rain. Alright, speaking of rain, let's head to Rain God Mesa. A last sightseeing adventure of the evening before we head back to the beautiful airport. Alright, Rain God Mesa is over here to our left. Now tomorrow I'm going to be back in ETS2, but Tuesday we'll be back flying the Comanche right here in Monument Valley, doing exactly what we're doing right now. Every Tuesday and Thursday until January of next year. JBM says it would be $378 to $522 for a 2.5 hour trip. Nice. Wow, look at that down there. I feel like I could just go down there and live. These graphics are so awesome. So we did 2 trips a day. Let's say it's $500 a person, 5, so 2 people, 4. So $2,000 for 2 30-minute trips, give or take, each. All right, there's the beautiful Rain God Mesa. We're gonna head back. We're gonna buzz the resort. Tradition here. Jamin says, I'm on at 8 p.m. UK time. Then you're at 10 p.m. Okay, nice. All right. Once again, folks, thanks for flying Sim Famous Air, where we sometimes get you there. Appreciate you joining this Sim Famous Scenic Tours. We're going to get you back to the airport. And JBM says, so we don't clash. All right, let's head down and buzz the airport. Or not the airport, the resort here. Okay, double checking there. Here we go. Here we go. They love this. They love it when we do this. Let's get the RVs. Woo! All right. Let's take them home. He said, let's take them home. Metro Master says, Sim Famous Air Tours, contact approach now on 128. Contacting approach on 128. Monument Valley, this is Sim Famous Air Tours. We got 2 coming in, taking them home. Ending the work day. ATC has been contacted. Requesting permission to land. We'll take the long way in since it's the last flight of the day. It looks like we just missed the rain. Nice little sunset coming in though. Metro Master says, Sim Famous Air Tours, cleared to land, contact tower 119.1. Tower, this is Sim Famous Air Tours. On final approach. Pull our speed back. Looking good. We do have fauna on, so you never, every now and then you could see animals and stuff out here, so keep that in mind as well, chat. Metro Master says, Sim Famous, cleared to land, your discretion. Thank you, tower. We have visible. Coming home, finishing the workday, chat. Oh, how awesome is this? I really feel like we've been out flying and working in a real plane. I mean, just the immersion level is just fabulous. Gear coming down. Full flaps, coming in hot. Speed looks good. Looking good. Got visual on the airport. Oh, there's a plane taking off out there. There's a plane taking off. There's a plane taking off out there. You guys see that? It was like an A320 or something. You never know with having live players on, right? He's out there. Crazy. All right, let's hope for no A320s popping up in front of us. Oh, we way overshot the runway. Hold on, hold on. Didn't mean to do that. All right, let's get it on center line. And easy, easy. Ooh, bounce, bounce. Oh, easy, pull it to the right, to the right. Settle, settle, let it roll on out. All right. It's coming in a little hot. We'll let it roll all the way to the end. Metro Master says, Sim Famous Air Tours, contact ground control, taxi to parking. We already here, baby. We already here. Alright, that was good. Let's roll out here. Let's park it. Watch our tanks. Looking good. Woo! Man. Let's roll it out here. Turn it back around. Just like that. Whew. We can get in the truck here in a minute and go home. Spin her around. And perfect. Brakes set. Thanks for flying Sim Famous Tours. Appreciate your business. We're going to get a shutdown, and then you'll be able to get out of the plane. Appreciate you much. All right. Let's get the brake set. Pull her down. Let's move this. Lights off. Boom, boom. Rotating beacon, pitot heat. Those off. Fuel pump off. Master switch or avionics off. Autopilot. Master switch. Take that off. Close that down. Pop open the lock. Boom. Pop open the door. Let's get this open. Let her air out in here. Pull those forward. Get this on. Let's lock her up. Everything is set there. Boom. Let's get outside. Oh, we didn't retract the flaps. Oh. Oh, look. There's a Boeing in front of us. Sweet. Flaps set. What's this guy doing? That must be some sort of mod popping in. Oh, man. Let's get this over. And now, let's see. We got to lock the plane down. It gets very windy here. So we're going to go to inside first person view. Let's get that on. We'll lock it down. Metromaster says that was major fun. Hell, so we landed, and JBM comes in with the number ones. Man, I tell you, it was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to even learn more about this plane and get more in-depth stuff with it and get it all figured out. You know what I mean? And just simulate doing what we just did. Oh, I got to go over here, huh? Helen says, Sim, excellent flying. Excellent you. All right. And let's get these people out of here. They can go home. Controls. Is there a plane landed? There it is. Ha! Look at that. Would you look at that? JBM says, Donna says you sound like Derek. Welcome to Vice Grip Garage. He said, welcome to Vice Grip Garage. We got that set. Pitot covers. Good choices. Let's put her up on jacks. She's up on jacks. We got to do some maintenance on it. Look at that. In case you didn't know, you can put it up on jacks. Let's go ahead and close the that out of the way so you can see the fuel. The fuel. What? The full view. God almighty, that's hard to say. Cool. Man, look at that. Up on jacks. That's cool. Shut the door. Man, what a day. James says, well, I beat dip. I can't believe it. I mean, I have to. I'm looking right at it. I'm looking right at it. Could a guy take this and make it a going to town rig? Anyway, I'm Sim Famous. Thanks for flying Sim Famous Tours. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Shout out to A2A Simulations for hooking us up with this plane. I had a blast. And we'll see you back here next Tuesday and next Thursday for more beautiful scenic flights. And you never know what can happen in the same place, doing the same thing over and over. Come fly with us. Rockstars, I'll see you on the next one. Metromaster says, see you tomorrow in the Euro. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow in the Euro, you guys. Later, JBM. Later, Metromaster. I'm going to go eat some food. I am hungry.